to the United Enigma. A little bit different this time. We are going to be covering the Arsenal versus Tottenham North London derby. That is what we're covering today. Let me just change that now before any fans get upset that the score's already up for Tottenham. This is potentially one of the biggest North London derbies that we've had in the Premier League for a good while now. And the reason for that is very simple. Under Ange Postecoglou, Tottenham are looking like a completely different side than over the past few years that they've been having the likes of a Conte or Jose Mourinho. Managers known, even Nuno, who was even worse than the both of them two. Managers known, yes, for winning stuff, but for being almost relics in this current era of football, unable to play the sort of football that wins you trophies. I mean, if you look at the top teams recently that are winning trophies, it's not really the more defensive sides, quite frankly. The teams that are able to, yes, of course, keep teams out, but it's also the teams that are able to impose themselves on the opposition. And that's very much in the mold of what Tottenham are currently and quickly becoming under Ange Postecoglou. So my question to everyone in the chat is, can Tottenham finally break the judge they've had at the Emirates? That is the question. And also, how significant is this match today, this North London derby, in the grand scheme of things? How big is this North London derby going to be? Because, of course, in years gone past, of course, there have been North London derbies, but have any of these derbies been significant in any sense? At best, maybe been some top four scraps. Most of the time, it's just been for bragging rights, social media credit points on Twitter to laugh at your rivals. But this is different. Very different, because now there could potentially be something cooking for both sides here. Of course, they still need to constantly be looking over their shoulders at Man City, but like I said, both teams could definitely make an account of themselves today and stamp their authority and really make a stake a claim as to Man City, as to whether they're going to be anywhere near that title this year. So Rekka, we got you in the chat. Nice to see you back, bro. Let me see what you're saying here. Let me just have a look at this. So winning at the Library is not an easy task. I think you meant Emirates. Oh, I don't know why you're saying Library, but cool. We haven't beat them at home since 2010, so don't get too excited, bro. As a Man United fan, all I'm going to say is I want Tottenham to win. Arsenal, I need them humbled. I need them well humbled. And this is the worst one. If you guys were to, get Arsenal at home, you do have quite a good record at your home ground versus Arsenal. So if you guys were to beat them at your ground, yeah, you can brag, but at the end of the day, historically, it's been shown that you guys are better than them at home. But this is different. If you are able to step onto their gaff, punch them up at their home and collect 3 points, that's when all heads must bow, all tongues must confess that Ange Postecoglou is doing something great potentially this season, because it's too much of a stark contrast to how you've been performing in the past. If Ange wins, exactly, it would be a statement, Rekka. If you guys were to get the win today, it'd be a very, very big statement. So briefly before the match begins, there's about 5-6 minutes before the match begins, just gonna have a quick look at the lineups. So obviously gonna start with the home team, Arsenal. We got Jesus, Nketiah and Saka forming the front three. I've personally gone with Jesus on the wing and Nketiah up front. Maybe there'll be some people thinking that they'll be switching, so Nketiah will be on the wing. However, I believe that, of course, Jesus is much better on the wing. He's more accustomed to that position. Nketiah is very much more of a box striker. I don't believe he'll do much work on the wings, be able to provide much service, hold up the ball, dribble past his man. So that's how I believe they'll set up. And of course, you can't move Saka, who's the most informed and excited. Well, not necessarily informed, but he is their most dangerous threat in terms of the front line. So you can't be moving him out of position to accommodate someone else. So Saka on the right. Vieira starting over Kai Havertz, I'm sure is something that, Tottenham fans wouldn't have wanted to see, because Vieira has been performing, but Havertz has been crap this season so far. So that actually is probably something, of course, that Arsenal fans would be loving to see, the fact that the manager decided to make a change that will actually potentially drastically improve their midfield, having a player in there who, when he's come on in cameos, has been able to get a goal, has been able to get assists, has played well since coming on. So it's nice to see, on the Arsenal's perspective, their manager actually picking the right players that have been performing and not, going down the route of favoritism or trying to make a statement by playing your signing over and over and over again, hoping that he finally plays himself into form. In this level of game, is not the right time to be doing those types of things. The EFL Cup is coming up soon. If Havertz wants some game time, he can come off the bench for now or play in those cup competitions, which I'm sure is what Arsenal fans would prefer to see. Odegaard, captain, fantastic. He's one of the key players that they'll be outlining Arsenal fans. That's going to have to make a big statement today and a big performance. Because again, like I was saying before, this is a different Tottenham team. It's not the same Tottenham team you guys have been facing. It's a much better team. So Odegaard performing and obviously showing up James Maddison. As you can see in the title of the video, that's the main key player versus in this match. Maddison versus Odegaard. Who's going to turn up for their team today? Who's going to be that difference maker? And as from a Man United perspective, this is a number 10 watch. I'm hearing a lot of people saying that Odegaard and Maddison are both better than Bruno Fernandes. So I'm very much intrigued to see what these two are capable of course, in a big game. Both these players' biggest games, arguably. I mean, for Tottenham, yes, 100%. You could argue Arsenal's biggest game is Manchester United, but that's debatable. Backline is pretty much unchanged. Since the Timber injury, this is the settled backline of Arsenal. Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, White. Very strong, very used to each other. And of course, another slight talking point, David Raya starting above Ramsdale. I'll call him Ramsdale. Arsenal fans, again, should be very happy about this. Much better on the ball. Had a high save percentage all of last season. Better shot stopper. Better on the ball. Overall, just a much better goalkeeper than Ramsdale. Less prone to mistakes as well. So, Tottenham fans would have definitely been wishing that the number one was in net today. But there's the new number one's in town. But quickly just glance over to the lineup of Tottenham. So boom, Brennan Johnson makes his debut today. What are you Tottenham fans saying about this in the chat? Let me know. How do you feel about Brennan Johnson starting over Richarlison? He's a new signing. Whether or not he's been accustomed to the team, your tactics, the way you play, as of yet, who knows? But I feel personally that's an indictment on Richarlison's performance, is the fact that a new guy is very much taking his spot in the team already. Very much taking his spot already. Someone that hasn't even probably been integrated into Ange's philosophy fully has already taken him out of the squad. Of course, you've got the ever-present Heung-min Son, your new captain, on the left wing. James Maddison, who's been absolutely phenomenal. Player of the month last month, well deserved as well, in my opinion. When I did do the player rankings in the tier list for new signings, of course there'll be a new tier list coming up from me exploring the new signings, how they've been performing. I did put Maddison, I believe, in S class, and it's started to play dividend. He's literally doing what I anticipated he'd do in a better team than Leicester City. Kulusevski, he was poor getting at the end of last season, but he seems to have grown into the player that you guys first saw when you got him on loan from Juventus. Bissouma's been absolutely phenomenal. The key battle there is going to be, of course, him versus Declan Rice. That's the two sort of sitting midfielders that you guys are looking at today. And another key versus battle outside of Odegaard and Maddison is Bissouma versus Declan Rice. I'm sure you guys are very intrigued to see who's going to come out on top in that battle. The match should be kicking off momentarily. I've got the timer ready just in case. You guys drop your score prediction in the chat. So you saying here, Rekka, honest predictions is, well, your honest opinion is De Bruyne number 1, Fernandes number 2. Fernandes against score small clubs at home with his assist of VAR 3. Odegaard 3, and then okay. So you actually, you're personally putting Odegaard ahead of Maddison. You know what? I rate the honesty. Frankly, I mean, of course, Maddison may be better, but he needs to show more. Johnson is on the left. Ange confirmed. Okay. So it's technically Son replacing. Okay. But Ange said Johnson is top priority and made Levy pay the British tax for him. Still too soon. Okay. Thanks for the update on that. That makes perfect sense then. That does make good sense. That makes sense. Thanks for that. You got Ange there, look, with the slicked back hair. Arteta. Yes, this is going to be a big one. This is going to be interesting. You guys tell me what the mic quality is sounding like at the moment. Just a little mic check before the game starts. And also tell me if you can hear the game commentary. I'm pretty sure I turned it off, but just give me an idea of whether you can hear the commentary and also how the mic is sounding. Kickoff should be commencing within the next 5-10 seconds. And I'll get there we go. There we go. Match has started, kicked off. Yeah, Tottenham's Arsenal definitely seem to be pressing quite high at the moment, but let's see. This is going to be an intriguing match. Again, like I said, people, drop your score predictions in this match. Mike is audible better without the commentary. Okay. Okay, I've turned off the commentary then. Turn off the commentary, don't worry. You got a Dogi. Again, like I said, people, drop your score predictions. Very intrigued to see what you guys are thinking. Arsenal wins 7-0. Yo, relax, man. Very much relax. Okay. Tottenham holding possession at the moment in their backline. Be careful there. Okay. Romero thinking he's got all the time on the world on the ball. Needs to be careful there. I'll just move this out the way. I'm going to be shameless for this match. I'm going to put right here. Right here. Right here, I'm going to put this. Spurs fan for the day. Let's go. Okay, beautiful ball out to Maddison. Brennan Johnson on the left. He's cutting in. Okay. Decent football there from Tottenham. Very direct from Brennan Johnson. Quite frankly, though, I believe he should have actually opened up his body and tried to find that far corner. I think he could have done a little bit better there, but you could argue it's a bit harsh. Decent, you know. Tottenham at the moment, you know, just really starting to move that ball forward. Anyhow, Tottenham can get a goal pretty early this match. That would be the best way for them to silence the Emirates crowd. Them being their greatest rivals. If they're able to get an early goal in this match, it's going to be peak for Tottenham. Bissouma on the edge. Oh, he's got to be offside. Yeah, he's got to be offside. Okay. Son offside. Put the ball in the back of the net, but he's offside. Let's see how far offside he was. Oh, he was miles offside. Well, man said fake fan. Funny. Of course, man, shameless. Can't have Arsenal winning games. Since it looks like Man United aren't looking to win or get anything out of the Premier League this year, I'll most definitely have to sit and hope and pray that Tottenham somehow scumbag a title. Yeah, man. Support them in this match. When we play them, I want to pam them. Yeah, man. Of course. Vicario out to Romero. He seems like under a bit of pressure. Needs to be careful there. Couple of times, Romero thinking that on the edge of his own box must not making Nketiah. I'm pretty sure just the other day, Messi commented something about Romero being the best centre-back in the world. I don't know whether this guy's taking up smoking cocaine out there in America, but Messi needs to relax, you know. I know he's your boy from Argentina, but chill out, man. Maddison into, this is Bissouma. Definitely moving the ball so well at the moment, Tottenham. Maida's on the ball now. Out to Udogie. Udogie into, I guess back to Romero. Into Bissouma. Yeah, Tottenham played some good stuff. Can't even lie. Can't even lie. My word. Kulusevski. Well done. Who's that? Matters. Okay. Arsenal on the ball now. Zinchenko's inverted in midfield. Yeah, out to Saka. This is the situation they don't want. Saka standing up the fullback 1v1. Well done, Saka into Odegaard. Okay. Good work from Tottenham. Okay, Brennan Johnson now into free space. Look at that pace. Look at him run. Look at him go. Declan Rice, no chance to catch him. Did he overrun the ball? Oh, should have done better there. Believe me, Messi's joking. He released his list of best wonder kids in 2014. The only player I knew on that list was Timo Werner. And don't get me started. Yeah, let's not talk about Werner. The less said about him, the better. He was a joker. Yeah, Messi, he's a funny guy, man. Arsenal need to definitely give their crowd something. Oh, what a ball from Raya. But what happened? Oh, okay, Arsenal ball. Yeah, Raya's pass there was great still. Arsenal very much need to give their fans something in these opening stages to cheer for, because obviously looking at how good Tottenham are able to play at the moment, if they allow Tottenham to get these passing sequences flowing and going, it's going to be a real problem. It's going to be a real problem for Arsenal, because their home crowd, they will quieten down. We saw it against Man United. As much as we lost at times when we were dominating the ball in the first half and parts of the second half, the Arsenal crowd was very quiet, especially also after the Rashford goal. So that's what Arsenal can't afford, to have the Emirates crowd quiet in this derby game. Great play from Jesus into Nketiah, running the channels. What a tackle from Van der Ven. This guy's got pace, you know. Made Nketiah look slow. Yo. Got Vicario now. Needs to be careful, you know. Just a wayward pass out to Saka. Look at that strength from Saka. Yo. That's a foul still. Anyone in the chat, make sure you remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is a big one. Let's get those numbers up. Trying to hit 60 subs by the end of this week. Or the end of today, should I say. Set piece situation from Arsenal. Something I commented on during the United game as well is the fact that Arsenal have a lot of physical presence in the box. It's been said and stated by Arteta that he was looking to build, of course, a team with a lot more physicality. And here it might look at the amount of like aerial presence. Look at the aerial presence in their box. Rice, they got Gabriel, they got Saliba, even Nketiah, Jesus. Even he's not the tallest, but he does bring something in the box. Decent ball in. Let's see who's gonna win that. Okay, Saka's nipped the ball. Where is it now? Corner. Okay, corner Arsenal. We've got the fastest defender and fastest forward in the league. Upgrade from Wait, Rekka, who's the fastest forward in the league? Are you saying Brennan Johnson? Is he the fastest forward in the league? I thought it would be maybe Modric or something. Or who else? Maybe Diaby? Oh, Diaby's rapid. I've seen him outrun Alphonso Davies at times. Van der Ven, he may actually be the fastest defender in the league. That one I can believe. But Brennan Johnson, I don't know. Kulusevski to Bissouma. Look at that drive. Good. You see, Man United don't have a midfielder like Bissouma who's able to drive through midfield. We need that, you know. We need that. Such a good player, man. He's literally Pogba at home. Modric broke Johnson's record before Johnson. Okay, yeah. I assumed it would be between those two, of course. Because I know Modric is definitely up there. Van der Ven to Vicario. Yeah, Tottenham just so composed playing off in the back. Literally just drew them on and just easily played ball passes around them. Very simple. Damn. Who thought Tottenham would ever look this good? But we'll see. We'll see if they win anything though. They win any trophies, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. Because we've seen Tottenham in the past. You guys have all seen it, right? We've all seen Tottenham play great football at times in the past. Whether or not they'll make anything out of it, that's another story for another day. So we'll see. But Tottenham definitely on top at the moment, and Arsenal, they need to do something about this currently. They're not. They're actually kind of struggling. Look at them at the moment. Good pass out to Zinchenko. Nice touch. Got Gabriel left it for Zinchenko. Great dribbling, Zinchenko. Well done. That was good still. That was very good. It's definitely an interesting match. I'm intrigued, man. You can tell both teams very much respect each other. However, both teams definitely are going to be looking to win this game. There's no way either of these teams are contending for a draw. That's a foul. Zinchenko. Oh no, Kulusevski. I don't know how he got out there. Someone needs to stop him. It's a bad position. Udogie out into Johnson. Van de Ven. Romero. Sarr. Wasn't a very good touch, but they played out quite well. Is he not offside, Kulusevski? Alright, play on. Being able to watch this match as more of a neutral is great, you know, instead of watching Man United just get me heated, man. Bissouma picking it up now. Sarr. Oh, good interception from Nketiah. Well done. Oh, Maddison. Got Saliba stepping out. Oh, that was poor from Saliba still. He should be doing a lot better there. Fizzed the ball into no one. Who dominated? At the moment, Tottenham are looking superior in this game. They're definitely looking superior in this game. Bissouma driving through the midfield. Simple passing to Udogie. Oh, well done still. Bissouma. Oh, he needs to be careful there. Can't be losing the ball trying to do little turns. Got Vieira on the ball into Odegaard. Bro, Saka, this is the situation you don't want Saka. 1v1 against Udogie. Go on, Saka. What's he going to do? Decent ball out. Back post. Jesus. What a save from Vicario. Yo, what a save from Vicario. I said it. Tottenham need to be careful. What a save. That was a great save. I can't even lie to you. I don't know about you. Relax. About better than Onana. Very much relax. Relax, man. Man said better than Onana. Calma. That ball from Saka was great. Jesus really attacked that as well. Very good reaction save. Gotta be real still. Honestly, it's a save he probably should be making. Looking at it again, it bounced at a good height, but nevertheless, the reaction was good. And he palmed it well out as well. Could argue Jesus should have done a little bit better. If he didn't hit that into the ground, he could have been a bit better. That's a foul. Yeah. Again, all the people in the chat, don't forget, like up the stream, comment, join the chat. I'm always going to read out the comments. If you want a bit of interaction, comment and we'll talk about it. Make sure you subscribe as well. Careless with his feet, decisive with his hands. Vicario is the opposite of Onana and his strength. Okay, so Vicario isn't the best with his feet. Is that what you're saying? I haven't watched enough of him to know whether he's the best with his feet, but good with his hands isn't. To be honest though, back when during preseason, it looked as if it was the opposite, that Vicario was better with his feet and he was struggling making saves in a lot of games in preseason. Udogi's already on a card early and he's against Saka. This isn't good for Udogi, you know. This early in the game to already be down on a yellow card, has to play the remaining sort of 80 minutes of the game on a yellow versus Saka. That could be a problem position. Odegaard on the yellow as well. Captain Fantastic, you know. Okay, Ben White about to take this set piece. See what he does. Long ball out. Who's picking that up? Udogi, Bissouma, Udogi. What kind of pass is that? Nketiah, save from Vicario. What the hell? Yo, Tottenham. Yo, Udogi looks rattled, you know. I said it in the match preview when I was looking at the lineup. Destiny Udogi versus Saka was going to be the key area. As much as Udogi has looked good this season, it's the first time he's coming up against one of the real top quality right wingers in the Premier League. And so far this game, he's looked shell-shocked, caught out a couple times, allowed Saka the freedom of North London to put that ball in to Jesus at the back post, and again, a sloppy back pass. He needs to be careful. He needs to be careful. It might be too early to say it, but he looks like a walking red card at the moment. So Ange may need to do something about that at some point if it continues. Oh, okay, turned, counter-attack, Son. Oh, what? Bro, that ain't no foul. Bro, that ain't a foul to me. Just a little bit of strength. I mean, it's a contact sport. You're allowed to give a little, as long as you don't do too much of an elbow. Not a foul. Good ball out to Saka. Damn. Okay, 1v1. Oh, that was good still. Oh, Saka. No, overdid there. Johnson. Damn. Yo, the game's completely switched on its head. After the first sort of, 7 to 10 minutes, Tottenham had most of the ball. They were pressuring them. Arsenal looked a bit lost at the very start part of the game, but now Arsenal have grown into it. Tottenham are definitely on the back foot. Good play from White and Saka. Into Odegaard. Good tackle from Van de Ven. Johnson into Son. Yeah, this game's been playing at a fast pace, you know. The pace of the game is real quick. I like to see this, man. Both teams going for it. In years gone by, you'd be seeing Tottenham trying to stink the place out, parking not just the bus, the plane, the train, everything. Our only option is Davis. We sold Reguilon and he could have helped. Relying on a prospect could pay off. Trend into, yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm not saying necessarily that you should sub him off. At the end of the day, the statistics don't lie. Most players that are on a yellow card, even if it's early on, good ball flashed in. Shoot from here, Saar, poor shot. Most players that are on a yellow card, whether it's early on in the game, professionals, they tend to be able to see out the game even on the yellow card. So I'm not saying he should necessarily be subbed off. It's just that if Saka's really grown into this game and becoming a problem, it'd be better to have a fullback who's not maybe on a yellow there. So at least you can make another last-ditch tackle later on in the game, even if it's to give away a foul. Good ball in from Paro, you needed someone attacking that space. That's where you guys probably miss Kane. I'm not saying you guys have been good without him. Poro on the ball again. He's nicked it off Vieira. Into Kulu. Go on, Kulu. Decent. Oh, no. Cool. Yeah, Reguilon. Now you maybe could have used him, but it's not that deep, to be honest. You guys will be fine. It's not like Reguilon's flipping Alphonso Davies. He's not Alphonso Davies or João Cancelo. You guys will be okay without him. Saka again. Isolated 1v1. Bissouma left there. Bissouma needs to come out and help him, He's good. He's got oh, that's good. Oh, no. Nearly. Bissouma needs to come across and help Udogi. You can't leave him consistently 1v1 versus Saka. And you can see the amount of the times they're playing the ball out to this right-hand side. Arsenal can smell blood on this side, so they're going to keep doing it. They need to be careful, Tottenham. Vicario just taking his time. Who's that to? That was an aimless ball. Jesus just intercepted it easily. Declan Rice, I'm very intrigued to see how he performs in this game. Had people sucking this guy off this season, so I'm trying to see a big performance from him today. Ben White, Zinchenko. Okay, set piece again from Arsenal. Up to Nketiah. Is he going to win that? Good touch from Nketiah, but good defending from Van der Ven. Johnson intercepted by White into Saka. Yeah, Arsenal definitely. Yeah, they look dangerous at the moment. Zinchenko into Jesus. What's he going to do? Jesus back to Zinchenko. That was poor. Don't know how tall he thinks Saka is, but he ain't getting that. Been a decent first 20 minutes of this game, to be fair. They're always searching for Saka and he's dominating Udogie. To be fair, he's definitely an attacking asset. Usually Ange plays one defensive and one attacking fullback, but we're going all out with Porro. Yeah, you know what? What you just said there, it could be a reflection of what Ange said in his press conference when he mentioned that he's not sitting back and playing defensive against Arsenal, that he's actually looking to apply pressure and impose his philosophy on Arsenal. Very good play from Udogie and no. Okay, Jesus on the ball. Yeah, he mentioned that he wasn't trying to play defensive versus Arsenal, that he was going to impose his style at the Emirates. He's not going to change the way he's playing just for Arsenal. So that could be a reflection of that. He's probably thinking, you know what, the media, the world want me to park the bus or whatever versus Arsenal. You know what, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to go all out, play Porro as well on the right-hand side. Whether that'll pay dividends, we'll see. Good play, good defending from Romero. Great touch from Son. Got the out ball. Got past that, bro. Okay. Kulu now on the ball. They need support. Need to put some bodies forward. Matters. Nice. Okay, he's going to get tackled. Foul. I think he was a little bit lucky, frankly, to win that foul, Maddison, but we'll see. Wait, who fouled who? Yeah, they're going to keep searching for Udogie this match. That's one thing top teams do well. When they isolate a weakness in the team, they'll continue to exploit it throughout the game. That's how you need to be ruthless in football. Isolate the weakness and keep exploiting it. Don't go easy on them. You gotta keep going after their weak links. Maddison on the set piece here. Looks a little bit too far out to shoot. Okay, let's see this. Decent ball in. Sa, what the hell? Yo, this Sa guy, tell me, is this guy shooting normally better than this? Because that's the second time I've seen him shoot this match and it's just been wild. Okay, into Kulu. Kulu, nice. Tottenham getting a little bit of time on the ball now. Bissouma. Good ball. Oh, well done, Udogie. Good strength. Good defender from Saka. Good play from Arsenal then as well. Good hold up from Nketiah. That was good. Nah, I think Saka could have done better there. Gotta play that ball, Kulu. Yeah, there's no one to pass it to. Nah. Also on the counter right now, Zinchenko moving down the wing. Is he going to go for the long play? Into Odegaard. Switch that to Saka quick. This is a situation you don't want. Saka versus Udogie. Shh, bro, he's gonna shoot. Oh my days. Oh my days, own goal. It is peak. It is peak. Nah, you got Saka celebrating on you, man. Like, man did this, you know. Nah. You know what the mad thing is? The shot from Saka looked on target as well. I think that shot looked like it was curling towards that far post. Yo, Rekka. It's not looking good, bruv. He probably would have saved it, to be fair. Your goalkeeper, it looked, even though it was on target, curling sort of towards the far corner, it was a good height for the keeper. The keeper would have saved it. But that was a wicked, wicked deflection. Look how easily Udogie just allowed him inside though. And no one came to shut the angle down quick enough. Udogie just, bro, the guy's left-footed, man. You've got to show him on the outside. Look, he just shows him inside. Nah, come on, man. That's poor defending. That is poor, poor, poor defending. You can't be showing a man inside onto his stronger foot. Crazy. So it's 1-0. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Speak. But quite frankly, after they weathered the early storm, look at your Saka doing this, you know. Nah, allow it. Allow it, man. Oh, good turn for Maddison. Yeah, that's a foul. Is that not yellow? No? But you guys have got more than enough good players. MF really did that celebration. Wasn't even your goal. Bro. Bro. I'm just saying, innit? The celebration was kind of funny, innit? It was kind of funny. Man are getting dunked on. You guys look shell-shocked at the moment. You see, look, the replay here, Udogie allowing him inside. The overlapping run was already being covered by Johnson. He did not need to look like he was following White. That was Johnson's man. Johnson was already being tracked. So the fact that Udogie felt the need to step out of position to watch the run was poor. Udogie should have showed him on the outside, got nice and tight. This is the same thing that Luke Shaw does time and time again versus Saka. The way you stop Saka is you have to be aggressive, you have to be onto him. That's what Dalot was doing versus him when he pocketed him. That's what Ake did to him last year when he pocketed him several times last season. You can't sit off Saka. He'll cook you. I don't know, but someone needs to get into Udogie's ear and tell him to apply pressure, because right now, constantly sitting off him is not working. Yeah, after that initial spell when Tottenham were dominating the game, Arsenal have definitely grown into it, and they've, to be honest, been I could almost say well worth the goal. Just about, they've edged it, and I'd say they sort of deserve-ish to be 1-0 up on the current balance of play over the last about 15 minutes. They definitely look threatening. The goal was of course a bit jammy, but it happens, innit? I swear last season at White Hart Lane, Saka scored a deflected goal versus Hugo Lloris as well. This guy's making a habit of scoring deflected goals versus Tottenham, sorry. Anyway, Tottenham on the ball on the right hand side, decent play, good tackle from Jesus. Damn. You see how hard the wingers of Arsenal work? That's Man United wingers, they're nowhere near the play. Vieira carrying the ball forward, Nketiah providing the width. Good play from Vieira. Rice into Saliba. I'll come back if we score a goal or at half time. No worries, man. Cheers, I'll see you later. Saka again. Saka just ghosting past him like he's not there. Great ball out into Vieira. Dangerous situation. Oh my god. Oh, good defending from Van de Ven. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Arsenal looking scary. Yo, Udogi just can't deal with Saka, man. He just can't do it. Good defending at the back post from Van de Ven, or else that's 2-0. That is 2-0 if that good piece of defending doesn't happen. Great positioning. Saka on the corner. Decent ball in. Good clearance from Tottenham. Decent ball in again. Good defending from Udogi. Vieira back in. Ooh, could have gone a touch on the way back in. Could have. Tottenham, they need to do something, man. Tottenham need to do something to get themselves back into this game, because at the moment, it's just not. Okay, he needs to be careful. Poor shot from Jesus. What is Maddison doing, man? Bro, he did not look over his shoulder just then. Tottenham look rattled at the moment. Arsenal most definitely smell blood. That's why they're pressing so aggressively at the moment. Look how alive to that situation. Jesus should be scoring. Jesus has got to score. And this is the issue that a lot of Arsenal fans have with Jesus. At the end of the day, you're a striker. You've just nicked the ball. You're in and around the 18-yard box, nearly on the penalty spot, and you're just flashing it over. Where's the composure in that situation? You got to find a corner. Low and hard, you score. Decent ball into Son. Maddison, that's not a foul. That's not a foul. What? Nah, it's peak. Good hold up. Van de Ven stepped out very well. Oh, what a ball to jump. Oh, good sweeping from Raya. That was great positioning from him. Declan. Good carrying of the ball into Saka. Saka out into Saliba. Yeah, Arsenal really, really imposing themselves onto this game. This is definitely the first time Ange's team in the Premier League have faced a team who was not, it's not the same as the previous game. I can't remember what team they were playing, but they sort of made a comeback against them. They made the team that they made a comeback against very recently. It's not the same, because in that game they were still monopolizing possession and were still the dominant force in that game. However, this is different now. Good strength from Udogi. Good strength. Udogi got to release that ball into Johnson. Go on, Johnson. Oh, good defending. Yeah, but in this game now, this is the first game that Tottenham are being genuinely dominated in. Genuinely dominated under Ange's reign. They've become accustomed to being the dominant force in every match they've played, but this is different now. So this is going to be a test for them. Very much a big test for them. How do they respond to being the team that is struggling to monopolize possession, struggling to create chances? How do they respond to that? And is having to take wave after wave after wave of attack. The defense is going to be tested in this game. Let's see how they respond. It's important. Jesus, good strength. Bullied Porro. Well done. That's Saar. Gotta look for someone. Good defending in the end from Arsenal. Look how quickly they come back. They literally come back in waves. Hunting packs. Come back in waves. Literally, the minute there's a transition move, the whole team flooding back. Full intensity. Poor ball out from Raya. Van der Ven on the ball now. 10 minutes left of this half. Let's see if Tottenham can engineer something. They need to give themselves something to take. A bit of confidence to take into the second half. If they can get a goal or create a couple decent chances before the half ends, they can go into the second half saying to themselves, yo, you know what? There's something. Van der Ven out versus Saka. Another one struggling versus him. Odegaard on the edge. Good shot. Good save from Vicario, to be fair. Caught that, handled it. Odegaard on the edge of the box, very dangerous, as Man United fans know by now. So what happened to us last time. The shot in the end wasn't the best though. Central. Good ball from Vicario out to Saar. Bissouma into Madders. Madders pickpocketed again. Not looked good so far, you know. Son into Kulu, I assume, yep. This is a good situation now for them. 1v1 again versus Gabriel. Go on, Kulu. Overlap is on. Into Son. Finish it. Brendan. Oh, what a save from Raya. Oh, Johnson did not hit the ball well, though. Johnson did not hit that ball well. If he controls that pass, his first touch, first time shot was a lot better. That's a goal in that situation. He did not connect properly with the ball, which allowed Raya to come across, but come across he did, and the save was mad. That's what I was saying. Even if Tottenham can't get a goal back before the end of this half, they can take that. They can hold on to the fact that they were able to carve them open with a great move and create a chance. So, Arsenal, beware. Tottenham are definitely in this game. The Arsenal, that needs to wake them up again and let them know that, yo, one goal may not be enough to win against this current Tottenham side because they will create chances. Good ball into Son. I think he sort of should put that on the outside. Ball wasn't the best from Porro. Make sure in the chat again, guys, like and sub to the channel. Trying to hit 60 very soon. Very good move. Reverse ball. Unselfish from Son with a cut back. Great movement from Johnson. Absolutely fantastic save. Fantastic save from Raya. Do you think Johnson could have done a touch better? Yeah, you see that scuffed shot. Literally the ball almost hit his standing foot, and he kind of also shot at the same time. So he did not connect the ball properly. If he gets a good connection on that, it's 1-1. Great move either way though. Good ball inside. Good hold of play from Son. I should have done a bit better there. Ball out from Raya. Aimless, to be honest. Udogie again. This guy, he seemed very left-footed, you know. Even in situations where he should just use his right foot for the simple pass, he'd rather make an awkward angle to play with his left. Brennan Johnson, decent ball. Good save from Raya. Good positioning. Nah, Raya looks good, you know. Can't even lie. Raya looking good. Good saves. He's made a couple of good saves this half. He's also been good in terms of blocking crosses. Sort of crosses along the ground. He's blocked a couple this half already. Yeah. Ramsdale, he's got a tall order, a big ask for him to get back into the starting lineup. He needs to do something in the cup game, something in training to make himself come back into this lineup, because ousting Raya from this side is not going to be easy for him. He needs to be careful. Is that Romero? Bissouma. Let's see what they can engineer here. Oh my days. Yo, these are playing with fire, you know. What the hell? Yo, Bissouma just saved himself. Yo, look at the ball into Odegaard. He's not done it. Good defending from Porro. Covered it well. Bissouma now. Madders. Decent ball out to Kulu. A bit too high, but good ball out. See what you can do here versus Gabriel 1v1. Sarr, ball in. Oh, what the hell? Johnson's got to score that. You've got to score, fam. Bro, this guy had all of the right-hand side of the net open. Bro, poor. Oh, well done, Maddison. Find the man. Son. Oh, shit. Young Min's son, you know. Yo, dunking at the Emirates. Bro, again, as I said before, I'll say it this time for Spurs, deserved. They deserved to get this goal. Since the goal that Arsenal scored, other than the time that he nicked the ball off Maddison and Jesus should have scored, Tottenham have been up. Tottenham have been up. Created chances. Should have scored one. Johnson should have scored again before this chance Son had. Very good play from Maddison. The way he rounded. I believe, is it Saka here at the back? You see, yeah. He just kicks it straight at the keeper, Johnson. His finishing seems a bit naff. I can't lie. But Udogie into Maddison completely outplayed Saka here. Saka poor. Good cut back. Very, very smart finish from Son on his weak foot. I say weak foot because the guy doesn't have a weak foot, but on his left foot, absolutely just buries that. Great touch. This is not an easy finish. Unstoppable. Can't save that. 1-1. And this is shaping up for a good game. Sloppy in our half, smoothing the attack. Yes, you guys look like you can be got in your own half. A couple of guys taking too many touches in your box, too many touches in your half. Look very susceptible to getting the ball nicked off you. A couple times, last-ditch tackles from Bissouma to recover his own mistake. But grown into the game, and you're well worth the 1-1. And if this half finishes 1-1, it's a very much well-deserved scoreline. Both teams deserve to have had something out of this half so far. Very, very good game and shaping up for a big finish, potentially a last-minute finish. I can see that being the case this match. But both teams look shaky at the back, you know. Both teams look shaky. Raya on the ball. Decent ball out. Is Nketiah going to get to that? Van de Ven, decent touch. Well done. That was good play from Van de Ven. Great touch. Just control that situation. He looks very good. Nice. Maddison. Yeah, Maddison very happy to take the ball off the back four or off the goalkeeper. It's good to see. Vicario out to, who's this now? Romero. Sarr into Maddison, needs to be careful here. Good playing out. Good playing out. Go on Tottenham. Let's see if we can create one more. Credit to Raya, 40 mil bid wasn't good enough and Brentford accepted a 30 mil bid from Arsenal. Best shot up in the league after Alisson. Do you think he was last season statistically? Yeah, what I would say about those statistics when it comes to best shot taken in the league, you have to keep into different factors. For example, Alisson's being the best shot up in the league percentage-wise is a much better, you could argue, it's probably a better feat than, it just depends, you know, it's difficult because Brentford, of course, don't dominate the ball as much as as other teams, so you probably take more shots. But at the same time, you probably take a higher quality of shots being a poorer team. So it's difficult to say whether or not you could argue. You know what? You could argue he's the second best shot stopper in the league, because to be honest, the goalkeepers in the league, it's not like there's many of them that are amazing. It's not like back in the day when you had, David Seaman, a Peter Cech, someone like a Peter Schmeichel, Petr Cech. When you had these caliber goalkeepers, David Seaman, it's not that level. That the Premier League is not like that. Goalkeepers aren't like that anymore. You get what I'm trying to say? So him being the best shot stopper, statistics aren't everything. Save percentage isn't everything, but he has shown in this match his capabilities of making decent saves. And I believe though that Arsenal got their bid accepted because one, Raya I think probably started to force the move, and also because it was getting close to the end of the transfer window and they knew Raya wanted to leave and was going to force a move, they were more than happy to accept the bid because they needed money for the player. I think that's why Tottenham didn't get it, because you guys bid early on in the window when Raya was still exploring his options, but then Arsenal came in at the end and were able to get their man. Couple of guys in the Tottenham team already on the yellow. Need to be careful for the second half. I mean, the North London derby is definitely a fixture that is no stranger to a red card. And with the amount of times I'm seeing yellow cards flying, wouldn't be surprised if there's a red card incident in the second half. Especially with how aggressive both teams are playing. Yeah. Vicario now on the ball. Moving the ball out into Porro. Sarr. Okay. Arsenal have them boxed in their half. Yeah, I very much think this half is going to end 1-1, to be honest. That's the most likely outcome. Kulusevski's got the ball now. Good tackle from Zinchenko. Arsenal's ball. Can Arsenal engineer one more opportunity before this half ends? We'll have to see. Vieira. Man got body to the ground, you know. Bissouma. Yo, Bissouma needs to chill, you know. This guy, man. Are these not forgetting that the Premier League refs don't take no bullshit anymore? If you're going to run up to them, they're going to whip out those cards. Whip them cards out like a magician. Prediction: Arsenal score from a corner and Richarlison gets subbed on and scores in the 80th minute. Oh, so you think the match is going to end 2-2? That's your prediction? You know what? A score draw will definitely be a good result from Tottenham, and it will go a long way to them being given even more credit to how they're performing this season, knowing that the way they're playing football, the way the players are performing overall, isn't just something that can be maintained against the smaller teams. It is something that even against the better teams and top two teams in the Premier League and Arsenal is able to be done. They're able to play good football against one of the best teams in the Premier League and one of the best teams in Europe, quite frankly, at the moment. So if they're able to get something positive out of the game, and at the end of the day, this is a ground they haven't won since 2010. This is a ground that they've very much struggled in, a team they struggled against. So if they're able to get a positive result, which is a draw or a win here, People need to start taking this club seriously, very seriously now. At least in terms of in 1v1 matches, whether or not, like I said before, they win anything. If this Tottenham team can win something and play the way they're currently playing, Tottenham are a real threat. But if they play like this and still go on to win nothing over the next few years, then it's basically just Pochettino Mark II. Yeah, 100%, man. 100% about this. You're right about this. Bissouma has looked a bit questionable. At times, he's looked great on the ball, comfortable in collecting it from the back line, playing it out one touch very quickly, helping the team relieve pressure with his ability to dribble on the ball. However, at the same time, I think he's been a little bit, you could almost say, a little bit too overconfident at times. Getting caught out in situations he shouldn't be getting caught out. And he was fortunate a couple of times that he was able to just quickly retrieve the ball or block the attacker from getting around him. So he could have actually contributed already to conceding a goal, Bissouma. But he's very fortunate and he needs to be a little bit more careful. He's now on a yellow card. He seems very fired up, which is obviously good. You want to see a player fired up in a big game like this. But bro, you're not trying to get sent off. Calma. And yeah, 125 mil for Caicedo is looking insane. Looking insane, of course. But we'll have to see how he grows into it. At the end of the day, people would have been saying that 50 million for Bissouma from Tottenham was looking insane last year, wasn't it? So, but then look at him now. People say 50 mil well spent. So again, gotta give Caicedo time. Since if Bissouma can look like this after a year, what can Caicedo look like also after a year? Tell me in the chat so far, you guys, who have been your standout performers from this half across both teams? If you want to have a little look at the two lineups. So you got Tottenham's lineup over here. Then of course you've got Arsenal's lineup here. Across both teams, who have been the standout performers in this half? Tell me. I'll go on to say mine, but I want to hear from you guys first. We just have a look here, briefly. So if you guys have a look at the Premier League table, again, I'll pose that same question to you guys again. That same question, I'll pose it to you. I agree, none of the players at United, Brentford, Bournemouth and Burnley dared to press him or chase him. Bissouma was the only player on the pitch who could dribble out of. Exactly. That is a great asset. As you can see, for example, because of how Pep is in terms of football, he always tends to be a step ahead of the curve. He can see the way the game is pressing, is going, and he's able to quickly make changes to his personnel in the team and tactics to make sure he stays ahead of the competition, which is why he continues to win and continues to dominate in the Premier League. So like you mentioned here about people didn't dare to press him, chase him, and I would say people weren't even able to chase him. Casemiro can't run after him. Mason Mount maybe has the legs to, but doesn't have the physicality to stop him. Neither does Bruno in terms of on the Man United side of things. But then if you look at the signings Man City have made this season, Kovacic, we all know how good this guy is playing out from the press. We saw it versus at Real Madrid. We've seen it again at Chelsea. We'll see it again at Man City now. How good Kovacic is out dribbling through the press. Another player, what's that guy's name again? Who was the signing from Wolves? The signing from Wolves for Man City. What's his name again? I cannot remember. It just escaped me for some reason. But anyone tell me in the chat. The new signing that Man City made from Wolves, he is insane at dribbling out from the press. Very, very good at ball carrying. So you can see in terms of how Man City are moving. So those kind of midfielders that are great at moving out from the press. Yes, There we go. Nunes, or Nunes, I believe it's pronounced. He's insane at dribbling out from the press. He's very, very good at that. That's one of his main assets, along with Kovacic, along with players like Doku that they've signed. They've signed a lot, Gvardiol, they've signed a bunch of ball carriers in their team, which is why you see a player like Van der Ven at times able to be quite comfortable on the ball, control the ball well, first touch looks good. Basuma, Maddison, these players are very good on the dribble, very good on the turn. And look, that's contributed to how dangerous Tottenham is as a side. It's not just the new system, it's also about the personnel. They trouble a lot of teams because they have people that can break lines and transition the ball through midfield. Not just by passing, but also by dribbling, because that creates space. You've seen it again. Look at one of the goals that Arsenal nearly scored this first half, where Saka just bypassed Udogie. The amount of space he created in the midfield to pass it out then to Vieira, who nearly found Jesus at the back post. It's very important ball carrier, something Man United are struggling with, but there's no surprise that players like Saul, who's decent at carrying the ball, Bissouma is very good at it, and Maddison is very good. No wonder their midfield is dominating a lot of teams, especially on the ball, because they're all comfortable and confident on the ball. So it's you know, as much as you say he's been caught out a couple times in match, and that's true, that's the case, but he definitely should not stop doing what he's doing. But he just needs to be careful, Bissouma, because you don't want the headlines to be Bissouma contributes to the loss at Arsenal. He does not need that on his resume. So like I was saying, and the main question, as you can see in the scrolling banner down there, how significant is this game in the grand scheme of things? See, Tottenham currently sit on 14 points, joint same level of points as Arsenal, both on 14 points. And whoever wins this, of course, goes 3 points ahead of their opponents, grows in confidence, and, you know, gets even closer to Man City. We need to see, give me an idea. Tell me in the chat, Arsenal, Tottenham fans, how big of a game do you guys feel it is for your clubs? Pep said he's one of the best of world football when he was at Wolves. Said the same about Stones and everyone laughed at him. Now Stones is the best. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't surprised. The thing is, when it comes to midfielders, the ability to carry the ball is just so dangerous, because majority of midfielders aren't able to do it. So when you do it, it just creates havoc. And Nunes, the thing about him is, or Nunes, I believe is pronounced. The thing about him is he's not just good at dribbling, but he's physical as well. The guy's tall, the guy's strong. So he's almost similar to, what was his name? Moussa Dembele, who was at Spurs. Obviously, I'd still say to a lesser extent, because that guy was absolutely insane. But Nunes in that midfield, the way he carries the ball past people, we saw it versus Wolves. The amount of times I saw him bouncing Mason Mount off him when he's trying to track him, bouncing Bruno off him, running past our midfielders like they weren't there. It's so dangerous. Now, of course, he was playing in a Wolves side that when he did finally release the ball, the attacking players couldn't finish their food. But now we've got Haaland, players like Doku, Foden in that front line. These are players that will take their chances. So all he needs to do is create havoc in that midfield and release it to the guys who are going to score the goals. And like you say there, Pep said it. He's one of the best in the world at Wolves. He said the same thing about Stones. And, you know, the rest is history, quite frankly. We've yet to see a lot from... I'm still yet to see a lot from Declan Rice this match. He's not really had control of the midfield. When Arsenal were dictating the play, though, he was looking a lot better. We'll have to see, though, because as much as Arsenal have a good defence, they do look susceptible to Tottenham. And of course, the injury to Timber is gonna hurt them a lot, because everyone knows that Zinchenko is a liability going defensively. He's looked great going forward this game in the attacking half, inverts into midfield. He's able to carry the ball through the midfield quite well. He looks dangerous in terms of how incisive his passing is. I mean, he is a centre midfielder at the end of the day. But defensively, he looks suspect. And Tottenham on that right-hand side, Zinchenko's left, they've looked like they've been able to get in there. Kulusevski looks like a threat during this half. Again, another person that is being allowed onto hit the inside far too easily. Every time I'm seeing Kulusevski isolate Zinchenko or Gabriel or whoever's on that wing, they allow him inside far too easy to either pass, cross or shoot. And the same thing's happening on the opposite side. Saka's being allowed inside far too easily. Both fullbacks, both respective left backs of the two sides, they need to sort their battles, their individual battles, they need to sort it out, because that's where both teams are getting a lot of joy. So both left backs at the moment are looking a little bit shaky. Apart from goalkeeper, I think City has the best player at every position. Arsenal are favourites to challenge, but Spurs winning could change opinions towards them. Liverpool could best end up second. Yeah, I do believe though, because of how good City is, that the best Tottenham could do is top four. But Tottenham getting top four in the first season under Ange, who was being written off before he even was in the league, I think, genuinely speaking, top four for Tottenham is an amazing season, and he needs great praise. Because at the end of the day, yeah, the people that are haters, especially Arsenal fans, if Tottenham fans celebrate getting top four, they're going to be like, why are you celebrating top four? It's just top four. Is it a trophy? But in the context of how Tottenham was last year, it may as well be a trophy, because they were crap last season. Everyone thought the manager was going to be crap as well. So for him to then get top four and play good football throughout the season, potentially get a result away at the Emirates, I'm sorry, but that deserves a level of praise, irrespective of whatever people think. Because if everyone is saying already that Man City are going to run away with the league, as you're saying here, Rekka, they've got the best player in every position, arguably, in the league, then you're not expecting Tottenham to win the Premier League anyway. So them getting top four would be an amazing season from them in terms of their isolated season in comparison to last. And yeah, let's not mention United or Chelsea. Other than West Ham, Newcastle, Brighton or Villa, have no chance. Yeah. The only slight thing I say about United is I still am of the opinion that we're gonna have an amazing second half of the season. I believe once the main players are all back, that things will change for Man United. I believe our fortunes will change once Amrabat, Shaw, all of these. We've got currently about 12 injuries at the moment. If these things change for us, I think we will grow into the season, and we will have a great second half of the season. My only worry is that it may be too little too late. By the time we grow into the season, by that point, maybe we're already out of any sort of contention for top four, out of everything. That's my only slight reservation. But outside of that, come on now. I do think we've got a slight chance, but that's highly dependent on how the injuries work out for us. Second half should be commencing within the next couple of minutes. Record's gone 2-2. I think that sounds like a decent prediction. I'm just going to go with 2-1, quite frankly. Yeah, Jesus should have scored this. I'm having a look at the replay again. How Jesus does not score this, I do not know. He should be scoring that, man. Come on. Good angle to shoot, quite central. Didn't get anywhere near the target. That's poor. And again here, Johnson should have scored this opportunity. Great save from Raya. I'll say it again. Amazing save. But Johnson should have scored. Save is great though. Second half is about to commence now. Players are back on the pitch. I'll get ready to start the timer. You guys can feel free to sync up. I've always said it. Sync up. Okay, Kai Havertz is on. Kai Havertz is on for this second half now. Oh, and Jorginho. Kai Havertz and Jorginho are on. I can only believe that this maybe is coming from injuries. So Declan Rice off for Jorginho, and Kai Havertz on for Fabio Vieira. Yeah, I can only assume that there's an injury to Declan Rice and also an injury to Fabio Vieira. I did see Vieira go down under a challenge close to the ending parts of the half, so that may be where it could have come from. Declan Rice, could he be tactical? I don't believe he was performing so badly that he needed to be subbed off. So I'm going to go with the notion that it was an injury. Of course, Arsenal fans and fans in general, you'll see when Arteta's questioned on why Rice was subbed off, of course he'll be asked. So I'm not sure. We'll see, you know, this definitely weakens Arsenal. This definitely weakens them because as much as anything you want to say about Rice or Vieira, they're definitely better players than Havertz and Jorginho. Okay. Ball played out. Zinchenko with a throw-in. Okay, Havertz on the ball now. Zinchenko on the ball again. Found a bit of space. Good dribbling from him. Jesus. Yeah, Jesus is good, man. Jesus. That's not a foul in my opinion. Dusted. Yo, Havertz got dusted, you know. Yo, this guy ain't got no strength, you know. Count Dracula, no strength. Guy looks like he sleeps in a coffin, man. Bare bags under his eyes. Who's winning that? Kulusevski, good strength. Bissouma, good touch out to Son, good touch. Well done, Son. That was good still. Play the ball out. Nice, Tottenham. Oh shit, I forgot to start this timer. It's peak. Raya. Decent ball out. Johnson intercepts it. Up a throw in. Okay, Saka. What the hell? Did they just throw the ball back out? Arsenal tweaking, man. Anyone who's joined us for the second half, make sure you drop a like and a subscribe. Engage in the chat. Your comments will be read out always. Come on, man. I need Tottenham to win for the Arsenal slander, man. Saka into Gabriel. Gotta move that ball out to Zinchenko probably. Alright. Gabriel, ball into Jesus. He's looked quite dangerous this game. Zinchenko into Havertz. Let's see what Havertz does here. Into Jesus. Arsenal definitely playing a patient game at the moment. No need to rush things. Poor pass from Saliba. Now you got Johnson on the ball. Carry that. Needs support on the wing. Who's going to... No, not the best from Johnson. Not the best there. Van de Ven. Into Romero. Romero with a good ball to Madders. Oh, was that onside? Was that onside? I think he was. If Madders was able to bring that down, that's a goal. Saka isolating Udogie again. Let's see what he does here. 1v1 Saka. Let's see what he does. Go on. Saka. Udogie seems to be doing a better job this time. Corner Arsenal. Oh, I believe Declan Rice was subbed because of his performance. I don't think it was a tactical decision. At the end of the day, he hasn't gone down the tunnel. He's sat on the bench with the jacket on. Okay. Bit of, alright. Got a bit of ammunition for you Arsenal fans there. Man subbed off in the North London derby. 100 mil, yeah? Bears. Saka into Havertz. Should be scoring. Saliba. Bro. Was that Ben White even? Odegaard shoot. Is VAR going to look at this now? This is important. Is VAR gonna have a look at this. Let's see. Let's see this again. I don't think it was a... Oh, that's... You know what, yeah? If they give this a penalty, Romero did something very similar against Man United. And the one against Man United was even worse. They didn't give the penalty. If VAR give this penalty, I'm fuming. I'm fuming if they give this one. I'm sorry, but look how close that was. Look how close that was to... look how close that was to Romero. That was even closer than the Garnacho one. Yet they didn't give the Garnacho one. Let's see if they'll give this one VAR. Let's see. Because based off some of the penalties I've seen, in Europe I know that'd be definitely given. But in the Premier League, they've been weird with penalties. Against us, they didn't give that penalty for us. But here, it looks like they're looking to give it. We'll see if the referee's asked to go and have a look at the monitor. Let's see if he's been asked to go and have a look again. They're taking their time, VAR, having a look at this. They're really taking their time. Oh, is he being asked to look? He's been asked to look. And you know what that means, Premier League fans? You all know what that means. This is going to get given then, since he's been asked to have a look. I'm taking a note. I'm making notes of this, you know. I'm making a note of this because Man United had something very similar to this against the same player, against the same team. And this was not given for us. When it was Man United, we did not get this penalty when Romero handled it from a further distance as well. We didn't get it. So if they give this one now, I already know. They're going to give it as well. Yep, he gave it. He gave it. Typical. Typical. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Because if this one's a penalty, that one's a penalty as well. If they didn't give this one, it makes that other decision make more sense. But anyway, Saka's got a chance to score this goal and stamp his name into the history books for this season alone anyway. I'm pretty sure Saka's going to take this. We'll see. Saka 1v1 against Vicario, trying to make himself look big. Don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Saka is most likely going to score this. Let's see though. It's going to be a big news if Saka misses this. Good finish from Saka, right down the middle. I can't lie, I got a rate from Saka in the sense that when he initially missed that famous penalty in the Euros, you can tell he definitely took it upon himself to never allow something like that to ever happen again to him. He went from a player that had never been the penalty taker at Arsenal to someone that practiced his penalties to eventually be then given the honour of being the penalty taker for Arsenal. And that should be something a lot of young players can learn from, to not allow these setbacks to keep you down. Because now he's probably got quite a decent penalty record. He tends to score his penalties these days. Really, he's very much changed. So it's Arsenal 2, Tottenham 1, and it's, yeah. Oh, it's peak. He's done it again. It's peak still. It is peak. Tottenham now need to respond, and then respond quick. Because Arsenal will definitely take a lot from this. The momentum they can take, carry the momentum on, and potentially if this game goes to 3, I believe it's finished. So, okay, Maddison nicked the ball poor. Absolutely poor from Jorginho. Maddison into Son. Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son. Oh my God. Arsenal unraveled within seconds. Arsenal unraveled within seconds and Son at the double. What was Jorginho doing? What was Agent? I'm telling you guys, Agent Jorginho again. Agent Jorginho. This guy, you know, Agent Jorginho came to Arsenal to do an inside job from Chelsea. Came to Arsenal from Chelsea. Look at these guys hitting the... Wait, is like this, isn't it? Yo, inside job, you know. It's an inside job. Jorginho getting the ball nicked off him. He had his whole team to pass to. He had the whole of North London to aim the ball at. Gets nicked for no good reason. Straight after kickoff. What are you doing? What is he doing here? Oh, man. And a composure. From Son's never missing this. Son is known, man. Son always be hitting side nettings. This guy finishes like a striker. Everyone knows this about Son. He's absolutely clinical. He's never missing that. Yeah, man. Light work. That's easy work for Son. Easy work for Son. 2-2, you know. Just as I was saying that Tottenham need to respond quickly as to not allow Arsenal to take confidence from this and go on to win the game or score a third goal, because I believe they'll be over. But just as I'm saying that, I'm seeing Tottenham respond instantaneously. This is a very, very different Tottenham team. One that does not let their head drop after conceding a goal. Even against their biggest rivals, they're able to come back straight into it. Away as well. This is a very different Tottenham side. Tottenham look up for it, you know. People are going to be looking at Arteta as well. As I was saying at halftime, I gave him the benefit of that. I believe that Declan Rice was subbed because of an injury issue. But looking at Declan Rice being on the bench, shaking his head, it looks to me to be more of a tactical reason as to why Rice was subbed. And for the person that he was subbed off for to go on to then do a calamitous error, leading to his side conceding within seconds after scoring a goal, oof, people are going to be looking at the manager right there. Saka looking pissed. Speak. Yeah, man, I have to pin this message. Saka, Jorginho doing an inside job. Still got about another 35-40 minutes to play, depending on what stoppage time we're getting in this match. So there's plenty of time for things to change. I can definitely see there being more goals in this game. Very much certain of that. Probably trying to hit Havertz with his ball. Romero under pressure from Havertz. Decent defending. Well done, Romero. Have Jesus. Yeah, this game is it's an interesting match. Been good football, plenty of goals. Both teams going at it. It's what we like to see. Oh, good touch. Oh, good pressure. Nice. Ange has just stood in that same position the whole time, you know, unmoved, unfazed. That was poor from Porro. Saka, yeah, it's been probably the game of the season so far, and people were expecting it to be fair, because both teams play so well. You're gonna know for certain at the very least you're gonna get two sides that are gonna go for it and play good football. So it's no surprise that you could argue it's the best game of the season so far. Oh, okay. Arsenal need the 3 points more. Arsenal need the 3 points more than Tottenham today. So they've got to go for it. And that does at the end of the day still play into the hands of Tottenham. If Tottenham can somewhat try to be a bit more careful, in moments when they have the ball and also when they don't have the ball. Be a bit careful. They can definitely pick Arsenal off on the counter because, like I said, Arsenal have to win this game. They're at home. They're trying to challenge for the league. They need to win this game. They have to be winning 99% of their home games this year. So they can't be losing this game to Spurs. Did he just pull up? I noticed that Brennan Johnson just pulled up. I think he's just pulled his hamstring. Poor ball from Saka into overlapping White. I think Johnson's injured. Yes, he is. Yeah, Johnson's injured. I think we're going to have to see a sub of Richard. When you pull up like that off the ball, unchallenged, it's not an impact injury. It's just a muscular injury. So, yeah, I think he's gone still. Going to have to see Richarlison on now. Oh, wait a second. Wait, are we seeing Solomon come on before Richarlison? You know what, yeah? I think that tells you all you need to know about how Ange views Richarlison. The fact that he's prioritizing subbing on Solomon, as opposed to maybe you would think if maybe putting Richarlison up front and Son to the left. But Son's doing well up front, so yeah, Solomon on, the decent player. Richarlison, here we go, you know, allow it. Yeah, this from Jorginho was so poor. Look at the amount of options he had to pass. What is he doing here? I'm telling you, it has to be an inside job. And Saliba, no chance in the 2v1. So easy. So easy for Tottenham here. That is crap. That is crap from Jorginho. Oh, Mikel Arteta. We trust you. We trust you, Arteta. Oh, Arsenal fans looking pissed, man. Arsenal. Look at Son doing the Vamos in Korean. What's Vamos in Korean? Oh, Solomon's Greek. Interesting. Last Greek player that played in North London, I believe, was Socrates. Hopefully Solomon's a little bit better than he is. What do we think of Arsenal, bro? Arsenal right now looking rattled. And if Tottenham are able to make it 3-2 anytime soon, this game, yeah, Bissouma should have released that ball far quicker. I'm thinking, yeah, Arsenal are just rattled at the moment. So Tottenham need to make use of this. Again, Maddison on the counter. Maddison driving forward with the ball. Solomon make the overlap. Son, Maddison. Oh, poor. What the hell? Yo, chill out, man. Maddison saw that rush of blood. Man saw the headlights. He saw the headlines and he thought he would go for it. But yeah, Tottenham can smell blood. Anyhow, Tottenham within the next 5-10 minutes get a goal. Arsenal are going to have a big fight back on their hands. Because Tottenham have so much potential on the counter. And also, just in general, even outside the counters, are good on the ball. So can frustrate Arsenal at times. They need to be careful. Good ball out to Jesus. Decent touch. Is that handball? Yep. Liverpool have just gone 2-1 up against West Ham, by the way. So, of course, that's important for both Arsenal and Tottenham in this top 4 race. Or potential title charge as well. They have gone 2-1 up. So, if Arsenal ever needed a reason outside of it being a North London derby to win this game, Liverpool currently winning their game should give them their reason as well. Arsenal need to score. Need to win. That was actually Arsenal's ball, to be fair. I can see why Teta's fuming. But of course, like we said in the first half, Tottenham looked just as susceptible as well to conceding goals potentially. So this game is far from over, and I expect to see one, maybe even two more goals coming out of this half. Raya into Odegaard. Odegaard dropping very deep to pick up the ball. Gabriel with the win. Okay, Kulusevski now into Madders. Okay, Zinchenko just picked up. Set piece for Maddison in a pretty dangerous area. Pretty dangerous area for him to aim for the back post. To get some runners, who knows, Tottenham could score a goal from this situation. Not a good area to give a set piece away when you got the quality of Maddison from free kicks. Romero is normally a good target from these kind of situations. Again, people in the chat, make sure to like up the stream, subscribe to the channel, got loads of content. We'll be covering the big games in the Premier League, as well as, of course, every single Man United game, since it is primarily a United channel. But you gotta have some smoke for the rivals, gotta cover the big games. Solomon, ball in, oh nah, not the best, too central. Easy for Raya. Jorginho into Jesus. Look at Jorginho fumbling. This guy. Saliba out to White. Solomon nicks the ball. Give back to the keeper. Okay. Vicario. Yo, this guy. Look at Vicario doing somersaults, man. This. Relax, man. You think it was a red card? Let me see it again. I need to see the replay. Let me have a look at the replay. It looked, yeah, we'll see. Let me look at the replay. So Nketiah coming in. Wait, his studs was showing, weren't they? Huh? Wait a second. Studs was showing, he went over the top. He's lucky that he went over the foot of the ball. He's lucky that he went over Vicario's foot. If he had gone anywhere near Vicario's shin or calf, anything like that, he would have most definitely gotten a red card. That was a dodgy challenge. Kulu. If he caught him, if 100%, if he caught him, that's what I'm saying. He's fortunate that he sort of just went over his boot. If he had caught him at all, the guy went over the top. He was high, he was wild. Studs was showing. It was a trash challenge, and he's very fortunate. Good tackle from Maddison. On the counter now. Kulu's free. Pass the ball, nice. Kulu standing up Zinchenko. Oh, ball into Son. Son, shoot! Oh, side netting. Oh my days. Good play from Tottenham. Very, very good play from Tottenham again. Great reverse pass from Kulu. Very good play from Tottenham again. Ooh. Maddison just seemed to roll his foot just then. This is not good for Tottenham, because as much has been said about how well your starting 11 is playing, Tottenham. However, look at the bench of Tottenham. Just one glance at your bench, and there's not a lot of quality on there. Something that Ange needs to solve over the next few transfer windows. But your bench has nothing going on, especially in the midfield and defensive areas. Up front, you've got a couple of options. You know, you got Solomon, you got Richarlison. But in the midfield and defense, you've got nothing at all. So you cannot afford an injury to the likes of a Maddison or a Basuma. These are your two irreplaceable players in the midfield. Højbjerg warming up for Tottenham. So wait, it looks like the Maddison change is going to happen then. For Højbjerg or Højbjerg. Yeah, this is great play. You see Kulu moved inside. Great run from Son. Son is a good player, man. I don't know why a lot of people give him a lot of shit, but Son's a good player, man. He's a player that people talk about him because he's not the best at, you know, tricks and flicks and all that crap. But bro, you can only have one or two players in the team that do that. You need your killers, and Son is an ice cold killer up front. Good defender from Arsenal from the set piece. Porro to put it in again. Poor ball from Porro. Odegaard carrying the ball now. Yeah, Tottenham have gone back into shape very quickly. Arsenal took a while. Oh, Maddison's back on. That'll be good for the Tottenham supporters. They'll enjoy seeing that. Jorginho. This time played it safe. Didn't want to get caught on the ball again. Gabriel Long to Nketiah, poor ball. Currently, Tottenham are definitely dominating the game. AJ. Aston Villa 1-0 up versus Chelsea. Ollie Watkins with a goal. Yo, Chelsea stink, man. Oh, they nearly had the chance to get... Okay, good play from Maddison. Good play from Maddison. Come on, man, Sarr. Just putting him under pressure for no reason. What is he doing there? Zinchenko into Jesus. Jesus into Havertz. Who's in there? Is there a corner? Corner, Arsenal. Corner, Arsenal. Okay. Player of the game so far. Who would I even give it to? You could argue Son with 2 goals. Maddison at times has been very good. Saka initially I would have probably given it to him during the first half, but he's died in the second half. He hasn't had much of the ball because Tottenham have been dominating. It's quite difficult, I'd say, to give a player of the game so far. But in terms of the standouts, you'd have to give it to Maddison, 100%. Son for 2 goals, 2 good goals as well. Decent finishes all round. Who else has been decent? Porro's looked pretty good this match. But as you can see, Maddison, yeah, and you know what? Maddison's looked like the best. Porro, you gotta play that to Son. Oh, come on, man. Bro, you should have done better, man. If he puts that, if he's able to angle that around, curve it around the defender, Son's got to tap in central of the goal. He has to do a lot better. He had to do better. I expected better from him as well because typically he's known as being very good going forward. Suspect a little bit the other way, but going forward, Porro's very good. He had to put in a decent cross for Son there, and they go 3-2 up. Whew. Game has definitely gotten a bit tentative. Both teams are... Oh, yellow card for who? Romero. You dashing man in the box, yeah? See what they can do from the set piece. Arsenal, I believe, are very good defending set pieces, so can't really see much coming from it, but we'll see what they can do. Kulusevski, what's he going to do here? Careful. Oh, okay, Saka into Odegaard, who's getting that first. Kulusevski cleans up real quick. Porro, nice. Good touch. Give that, nice, okay. Kulu, again, isolated Zinchenko, allowed inside far too easily again. Sarr still on the ball, poor. Jorginho into Saka. Saka tackled. Okay, foul given. For people in the chat, I'll pin this comment for you guys. Give me an idea of your play of the game so far. I'm intrigued to know. I've gone James Maddison. You guys give me an idea of who you think. So far, going off this game alone, Maddison is winning in terms of the Odegaard versus Maddison debate. But of course, it's just one game and we're just comparing it in isolation. Jorginho into Odegaard now. Let's see what he does. White and Nketiah. Oof. I believe that went off his chest. Did not get a good connection on the ball, so they're just not threatening. Let me see this again. So decent play from Arsenal. Oh no, I'm wrong completely. What the hell was that cross from Ben White? It looked like he got deflected from that angle before. Poor cross. Poor from Kulu into Jorginho. Bro, move that ball, fam. Good ball into Nketiah. No support at all. Good defending from Romero. Yeah, Arsenal are struggling at the moment to create many chances. They haven't created much of anything at all in the past sort of, pretty much the entirety of this half, quite frankly. They haven't created much of anything. Tottenham are looking up right now. Jesus off for Reece Nelson's change been made. I guess trying to put a natural winger on in that position, inject a little bit of directness, bit of pace. We'll see. Son off for Richarlison and Højbjerg on for, I reckon, Maddison. Okay, so Maddison is being taken off now. I guess they're trying to preserve him there. There's no point, overdoing it. Okay, yeah, Madder's coming off. You can see from the subs made, Richarlison, of course, someone who presses well, physical player who presses well, and then obviously he can add something in terms of from set pieces, add someone to aim the ball for crosses as well. They've lacked that, to be honest. Someone they can actually play the ball into long. Could work. We'll see. Højbjerg now obviously add that defensive still. You can see from the subs both teams have made. Like I said, Arsenal are at home, and this, if the scoreline stays the same, it's a poor result for Arsenal. Keeping in mind their record at this ground, keeping in mind their record versus Tottenham, keeping in mind what they're looking to achieve this season, is not a good result if they get a draw at the end. Irrespective of whether you can say Tottenham have dominated large parts of the game, it's still not the result they would have came into this game looking for. A lot of Arsenal fans were very confident before this match. So now, you can see they've gone attacking in terms of substitutions. Reece Nelson's come on for Arsenal. They need to go for the 3 points. Whereas the subs on the other side have been more conservative. Took off your best two attacking players this match and put on replacements, defensive in the sense of Højbjerg. So you can very much see who needs to win this game more. Romero on the ball now. Into Van de Ven. Van de Ven moves the ball into Brighton 3-1 up versus Bournemouth. Okay, who's this now? Sarr Good ball into Kulusevski. Very good ball. Great out ball. Go on, Kulu. Got 1v1. Stand him up. Decent ball into Porro. Nice. Romero. Yeah, Tottenham don't need to force it, man. Playing measured passes, not really taking too many risks. Don't need to force it, man. The point is calm for them. Yeah, let's hit the throw in. Arsenal need to do something, you know. I wouldn't go as far as maybe saying throw the kitchen sink at it, because I do believe they may get hit on the counter. But at the end of the day, now that their front line has changed and the likes of Son has come off, the likes of Maddison is out of that front area, they don't really have clinical players currently on the pitch. So also they're probably better off playing a more conservative game and not really forcing the attacks, because can you trust Richarlison to grab your goal? Probably not. Maddison's off now, so the chance creation and the finishing again has dropped off. No need to force it. Good play from Solomon. Okay, ball taken off him. Jorginho into... Oh, I've got to play that ball. Nah. Never going to work against Van der Ven. Far too quick. Ball needed to be timed a lot better and to be a better pass in general as well. Odegaard's vanished in this half, I can't lie. So is Saka. But I wouldn't even attribute that just to the players themselves. They haven't had much of the ball. White with a throw-in. Into Odegaard. Odegaard into Saka. Saka, nice play into Jorginho. Good pass from Jorginho. Poor touch from Nketiah. Very poor. Very poor touch. Go on, Richarlison. Nah. Come on, people. Get the numbers up. Get the subscriber count going. Need to hit 60. Get the subscribers up, man. Lieber good there. Okay. Tottenham moving the ball forward into... Who's this? Solomon? Nah, good tackle. Saliba carrying the ball forward. Bissouma, very well done from Bissouma. Very well done. Good tackle from Saka. Odegaard on the ball now. Havertz probably going to get his pocket picked if he doesn't pass it. Careful now. Gabriel here into Nelson. Nketiah won that. Just smothered by Van der Ven. Easy. Good ball into Kulusevski. Kulu back into Sarr. Sarr, yeah. The play is good. The play is very good from Tottenham. Yo, easy. Look at them. They don't need to force it, man. The 2-2 is decent, and if anything, invite the pressure from Arsenal. Hit them on the break. They don't need to force it too much. Yeah, that was poor. That was very poor just then from Richarlison. Crap interplay. Saka into Odegaard. Got a little bit of space now. It's dangerous. Into Reece Nelson. Gotta make sure there's runners into the box. Angle to shoot. Deflection, I think. Corner, Arsenal. These Arsenal fans, you know, I was hearing these Arsenal fans were so confident, you know, talking about it would be light work and that. Light work. If this game ends 2-2, they've got blood on their hands. They've got blood on their hands. And this match ends 2-2 because it's not a good result at all. And overall, it's not been a good performance. So they need something out of this. Decent ball in. Ooh, quite dangerous. Yeah, that was good defending from Van der Ven. He won that ball, just flicked it out of danger. Very good defending. Very good. Yeah, Arsenal look lost at the moment, I can't lie. They need something. Good header out from Romero. Saw on the ball now. Good defender from Saka, blocked that. Yo, Rice and Ramsey on the bench, the cheerleaders, it's peak. Cheerleaders, I thought that was Robbie for a second, Man like Don Robbie, I thought that was him for a second. Saka, oh, nearly. Havertz? Nope. Who ever thought Havertz was gonna imagine the scenes, if Havertz scores a banger against Tottenham at the Emirates? Nah, allow it. Can't have that story being written. Yeah, Arteta needs to chill, Man's I was gasping as if that was close. That wasn't close. Arsenal still got about 5 minutes to do something. Let's see. That was good play from Tottenham. Played out of the press just then. Okay, decent ball into Udogi. Good defending from Saliba. Jorginho, good. That ball's intercepted well. Odegaard, reverse ball into Nketiah. I feel like he could have found Reece Nelson instead. Nketiah, you kind of want having the final touch, which would be either a pass or a shot. You don't really want him as part of the build-up because he's not very good at it. Great ball from Zinchenko into Reece Nelson, stand him up. Good defending from Porro. Good defending from Porro. Let's see if they can engineer anything from this corner now. Arsenal. They're really struggling to make chances in open play. A set piece could be their best bet. Okay ball in. Nah, the ball was poor overall. Good defending from Bissouma. Udogi. You got Kulu. Yeah, probably just best to keep it safe. Oh, well done. Yeah, Tottenham are just, yeah. Richarlison, run onto that. LMAO, what the hell? There are at least about 2,000 there on Udogi. Saka injured. Yo, look at this guy, Man like Saka, Man like Saka. That goal that Saka scored in the first half, did I get given for him or did I get given as own goal? Because I'm not sure. Is he that badly injured? Okay, Kai Havertz in behind now. Let's see what he can do from the situation. Needs support. Ben White. Reece Nelson at the back post. Okay. Gabriel back into Reece Nelson. This option in the box is going to go for the cross. Zinchenko. Yeah. 10 minutes of stoppage time. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes of stoppage time remaining. Are we going to see a repeat of the Man United situation and a late goal from Arsenal to crush Spurs' hearts? That's poor. Why did you just slice that out? You messed up. Please, I'm begging you, Spurs, you king of bottling it. You kings of bottle. Do not allow Arsenal to get something out of this game. They don't deserve anything from this game. They don't deserve anything. Make sure you don't let them score. Ooh, good goalkeeping. That was a dangerous ball. Saka on the edge, shot. Good goalkeeping again. That may have just been sneaking into the bottom left corner. Let's look at that again from Saka. That shot seemed to just be sneaking in. Maybe just about. Through the legs of Sarr. Close, it may have just been going out or in. Depends on the curl. Mad. Reece Nelson in the corner again. Deep this time. Yeah. No chance. Or another corner. Yeah, Tottenham under a bit of pressure here with all these set pieces. They've been dealing with their set pieces very well this match so far. But at some point, they say pressure burst pipes, innit? Pressure burst pipes. So they need to be careful considering there's so many corners in the dying stages. Okay, Vicario again. Well done. He's going to get this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Good goalkeeping from Vicario. Oh, people are going to try to say it's a handball thing. Relax, man. That's got to be offside from Richarlison, yeah. Ball into Havertz. Havertz. Good defending, Poro. Seven minutes to go for Arsenal to try to get something out of this game. They need something from this game, man. Reece Nelson standing Poro up. What can you do here? Havertz, ball in. Decent defending from Van de Ven. Poro, well done. Oh, Havertz on the ball. Got to put that ball in. Wow, Bissouma just absolutely destroyed him. Bissouma just destroyed him. Can't even compare physically, just destroyed him. Vicario plays it long. 6 more minutes for Arsenal to do anything. Oh, Bissouma. Wow. His peak. Kulusevski 1v1. Can he do here? Kulu. I don't know why Richarlison isn't being one of the players that's making those either. See what the point of including him into a striker was then. Richarlison now. What can he do here? He telegraphed that. He made it way too obvious what he was going to do then, and he got bodied. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes mark. Havertz now. Okay, out to Reece Nelson. Gotta drive. Zinchenko. Saliba. Jorginho into, is he playing it to? Ball out to Reece Nelson. Go on, man. Go on. They've struggled so much, Arsenal, to create anything from open play. They've struggled. Odegaard. Good defending from Udogie. Yeah, this is what I was saying. I mean, it is a combination of the fact that Arsenal have been poor in the final third this match. They've been poor at transitioning the ball into getting the ball to Odegaard and Saka, their danger man, because Tottenham have dominated large spells of the second half. But like I said before, as much as Udogie was struggling very much in the first half versus Saka, most professional players, even on a yellow card, are able to see the games out. The stats don't lie. He got the card 13 minutes in, but was able to still maintain himself, keep his head, and come out this game unscathed. Most likely won't end up getting another card. So it's not bad, it's not bad. Smith Rowe on for Saka. I can only assume that's because of the injury. He looked to hobble off the pitch. If Arsenal come out of this game with a draw and also an injury to Saka, maybe an injury to Declan Rice, I don't know if he's, again, still need confirmation. I believe he was just subbed off, but it could be an injury. That could be a couple of high-profile injuries as well as a bad result. Not a good look. Man like George Gabriel into Jorginho. Got past Zinchenko. Okay. Reece Nelson. Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe into Zinchenko. Zinchenko back to Smith Rowe. Yeah, they're really struggling, really struggling, Arsenal, to create anything. They're not able to create anything versus Spurs. Of course, Spurs are dropping back. They're very happy to take the point away at the Emirates. It is a positive result for Spurs. But yeah, Arsenal, unable to create anything. Jorginho, Zinchenko, into, okay, Kulu now. Time to relieve pressure for the team. No options at all. Yeah, there weren't any options. It's rare to punt it. Good play. Poor touch again from Nketiah. This guy, his first touch is poor. Arsenal really need to do something about the number 9 position, because Jesus, as much as he's much better in terms of his touch is good, dribbling's good hold of play, he can't finish reliably and consistently. And Nketiah, his finishing's a little bit better, but he's so poor in build-up. They need to sort that out, man. Don't know why they didn't go for Vlahovic. Vlahovic, I feel, is what they need. Arsenal would do well with Vlahovic in front of them right now. Gabriel into Zinchenko. Zinchenko back to Jorginho. Jorginho and Saliba. Nearly got the ball nicked off. Sarr now. Time to counter. Poor from Sarr. He rushed that. Bissouma again, just gliding past people. Lord have mercy. Into Kulusevski. Kulusevski, stand him up. Go on. End them. Oh, Richarlison. Flipping Richard Arlison never finishes his food. If that's Son, the net might just have bulged just then. But Richard Arlison, oh no, it was a deflection. Okay, I'll let him off. Man like Angelo, about to do the Mexican wave and that, relax. This is the last kick of the game, most likely. Come on, Tottenham, bruv. Please end Arsenal. Come on. Decent ball in as well. Oh, that was a good ball in. Game, set, match. And that's it for the North London derby. Probably one of the first positive results. Of course, it wasn't a win in the end for Tottenham, but a decent result. In fact, I'd say a good result for Tottenham, given their record against a team that was league leaders for the majority of the season last year and is their arch rivals and is the team going for the Premier League this season again. Very positive result, and not just a result, a good performance overall. Dominated large parts of the game in terms of chances and possession. But then when it came now to, sit back and accept the lead they currently have, defended resolutely and stopped Arsenal from getting any sort of decent chances. Literally, Arsenal were just scrimping and scraping for any sort of decent deliveries or corners or set pieces. They couldn't create anything from open play at all in the latter part of the second half. So Tottenham actually showed something. They showed the ability to fight back, and to come down from conceding goals twice this match. They showed the ability to control the game. They showed the ability also to defend, something that people need to see how good they were defensively. So it's good to see. Positive result from Tottenham overall. Great game to watch for the neutral. Got some standout performance in the likes of Maddison. Son was good. Bissouma really grew into the game after being a little bit sloppy in the first half. He was amazing in terms of relieving pressure for Spurs by being able to drive through midfield. Decent game to watch. And overall, Tottenham can take away a lot of positives, but Arsenal, there's gonna be some conversations. I'm sure Arsenal fans will really want to know what happened to Declan Rice, why he was subbed off, whether it was an injury or tactical. That's been a North London derby. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We'll be covering big games, so stay tuned for any big Premier League fixtures. Of course, you'll get the match preview and in preparation for Man United's EFL match versus Crystal Palace as well. After Maddison was off, the game looked dull after Maddison came off. He was your main creative spark. He was the main creative spark for your team. So it's no surprise that he comes off, things change. Son comes off, things change. You lose that clinical edge up front because Richarlison, he's a little bit more physical, but he lacks any sort of, I would say, technical ability, and you can't trust him in front of goal. So that's been the game. I'd say that this match has gone a long way to Tottenham breaking the bad judge they have at the Emirates. And you can see here, Aston Villa beat Chelsea on another negative result for Chelsea. Another negative result for Chelsea. That's something that needs to be talked about. Signing off, you guys. Been a good match. Hold tight.